you start off by saying like, what's your name, what's your ethnic and nationality, and do you identify with?
My name is Sangeeta Parashar, and I'm from India, and within India I'm from the state of Punjab, so technically I guess that would be my...
So is that north or south?
It's the south of India. No, sorry, sorry, it's the north of India. My husband's from the south of India.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little about like your culture.
When you say tell us about it, like something specific about it?
Just anything you want to talk about your culture.
I mean, when I think about my culture, I'm always thinking of, the idea of collectivism. I think when I'm comparing it to the US, while the US tends to be a culture that focuses on individualism and individual freedom, at least, when I go home to India, it's a lot more it's more collective in that sense. So, our social ties, for example, are very strong in the community. It's, it's your business is everyone else's business kind of thing. In that sense, I think that's one of the things that definitely strikes me.
Okay. So what are some of the holidays like you celebrate over there?
Oh, actually, one of them is 2 weeks from now. It's called Diwali. It's very similar to. We decorate our entire house with lights. Something like I guess July 4th. But then it's a lot of food. It's a lot of firecrackers. It basically symbolizes the good of the victory of good over evil. So it's based on Indian religion and mythology.
That's
so
awesome.
It's one of our big festivals in the north. So a lot of food, new clothes.
I want to go there.
You should. It's fun.
So would you consider that your favorite holiday?
Well, it's okay. As a sociologist, when I think about that holiday, I think about the firecrackers, and I'm like, there are kids making the firecrackers. It's my favorite holiday, but there's another one that we play in. That's one of the that we celebrate in November, in March, called Holi, and that basically involves colors. So a lot of colored powder, different colors. So a lot of people basically would rub it on each other's face. And then, it's water. I guess as kids you play those
Water balloons?
Water balloons. We make water balloons with
the colors?
With water and throw it at people. It's actually
wow.
And then those, what do you call them? You
like a
squirt
super
them.
circle, like a super circle, like a gun,
Water gun.
Yeah, like a squatter, like something that's full of water. So it's a lot of water, and it's again symbolizing the whole good over evil. An evil king is killed by his kid, a good kid. So but that's a lot more fun. Food and drinking. So it's fun. So yeah, these are more typically in the north though. In the south, my husband celebrates a lot more. Some festivals too, but they're more serious and there's more praying involved.
So what's the difference between north and south?
It's different languages. India is a country where they speak. We have about 26 main languages and about 1,000 dialects. So my husband speaks. Each state literally has a different language. So I'm from the state of Punjab, which I speak Punjabi. Hindi is the main national language, along with English because it was a British colony. And then my husband is from Andhra Pradesh, which they speak Telugu. But then he stayed in different states, and so he knows about 6 different languages.
Wow.
And I could not understand any of them. Very different. So the difference is in the language, it's in the cuisine, very different food. I don't know if you've had Indian food, but in the north it's a lot more gravy. In the south it's more. In the north it's more wheat. We have tortillas that's more wheat based. In the south it's more rice. So food is different. Festivals are different. It's just there's a big difference. Literally it's our nationality is the same, but if you look at it culturally, there's a lot of you could technically be from 2 different countries. So so yeah, even the language and because of English and Hindi, we have a common language, but our language is very different too. So.
What about the way you guys dress, like women and men and things like that?
When you say, just across the country?
Yeah.
We men tend to wear. It's India still. There's a big urban population, so in the urban areas, men tend to wear more pants and shirts. It's more westernized, but there are very typical Indian male dresses like tight pants with a long shirt that goes to the knees, or another one called the lungi. That's more, I guess now men tend to wear it more on festive occasions, or if they're living in, for example, in rural areas, they might wear that, but not again. Pants and shirts tend to be more popular for men. For women, it used to be what was called the sari. It's a 9 yards, 6 to 9 yards cloth that we drape around ourselves. So my mom's generation wears that a lot, but our generation, it's kind of, we've gone the pants way. A lot of women have now started wearing, it's more common, there's more Western outfits. We also have something else called salwar kameez, which is again tight pants and a shirt, but the sari itself is now again just worn for more festive occasions. But among my generation, it's more Western wear. But again, if you go to different states, the style of weaving is very different. Even the style of wearing that 9-yard sari, the way my husband's family would traditionally wear it is very different from the way, it's a little different from the way we would wear it. So even that is very, state specific in some states, so. But yeah, we're, you can see more Western wear now. It's just more convenient.
I have a question. Do you have a fond memory of India that you would like to share? Or any?
I have a lot of fond memories. I mean, my parents, for example, my grandparents lived in this small town. And when I was talking about, cousins and all that stuff, I remember the best parts of my summer would be spent in that town.
Mm-hmm.
And we did not have television. I mean, I got my
What?
television. Yeah, I mean, it was so expensive. I mean, I got my parents bought a television when I was like probably around 12. But then we had like one channel that used to operate from like 6 in the evening till 10 and 12 at night. So there was very little stuff to see. So the summer vacations, all the cousins would congregate and we would have mangoes. Indian mangoes are incredibly sweet. So 2 months we were like kids who would eat a lot of mangoes, cold mango. Like, one of my pictures is of me sitting in a big basket. I'm like 3 or 4 or 5 years old and I'm sitting in a big basket with a mango in my hand. And we would sleep, we didn't have air conditioners, it was just fans.
Oh my God.
So it was
wow.
warm, so we would sleep in the, it was hot, but
We used to it.
it was not that, we were used to it. So at night we would sleep on the balcony, I guess, the top, roof, not the roof, but you know what I mean, the balcony, right?
Yeah.
Patio, so it was a huge patio and all of us would have our, the beds, which were made of jute, these were more. And so we would all be like literally 10 of us, all cousins lying on the roof, on those beds, looking up and just chatting. And so, and eating mangoes.
All day.
So that was our meal. So it was, those are some of the things I always remember, just, that's my favorite, actually that's my favorite memory of my childhood.
That would be my favorite mangoes. I love
Mangoes,
mangoes.
right?
Yeah. Exactly, so, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I don't know, I hope I did answer.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You did good.